There it is. Now we're live.
It's
Hello!
okay.
Welcome to episode 39, Destiny.
Da-da-da-da. Destiny.
This week's episode, many interesting things will happen. More interesting is what happened last week. Right now, anyway. So what happened last week? Duncan?
I suppose I already lost that competition earlier, so I've got to say, I got to tell everyone. So, last time on Krasden, we first of all the episode opened, and what's his name? Don't tell me.
Major
Shite.
NPC. You spent weeks and weeks hanging out with him.
I know. Don't
Starts
tell
with
me.
an A.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Ends with a
Idris. I got it. See, I've written down. Idris was just waking up from
Very
because
subtle.
he was attacked,
Alright.
right? And he didn't recognize anyone. So there was a lot going on there. Now, I wasn't personally there, but let me tell you what I think happened. I think basically Idris let everyone know that he didn't know anyone, except for people he already knew, but that wasn't any of us. But people didn't believe him. People were suspicious of him. But from like
That doesn't
keen
sound like this
insight that everyone had, they're pretty sure he's at least thinks he's telling the truth. So that's nice. Oh, and there are some more things because I was with Joseph, and he had a moment with his girlfriend, and so I went back to see what was going on, but he came with me, and so we were there when other things happened. Who else was in the room then? Could tell me more about that?
We went to go help. Oh wait, with Adris.
Right, when we went over to see what was going on with Idris, but there were other people in that room when we weren't there.
We just took what's the priest of
Bill.
Right. We did
we
go
took
see
Bill
It's true.
to see to Adris to see if he could help him out, and Bill said that he didn't think it was a curse. He thought it was something medically wrong with him.
He believes that he has a tumor,
Yeah.
brain tumor.
It's not the tumor.
Well, we don't know. It's not the tumor.
It
I
could
don't
be
know
a
what
tumor.
it is.
But so we left Bill there and went to go fix his shrine like we promised. And we went there, and I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the sea goddess's name.
Ooh, that's a good sign. Umberly.
Umberly.
Could
Thank
you
you.
forget about Humberly?
Of course, I remembered that.
That won't come back to bite you.
Oh, come on, that was totally out of character. I forgot that.
Excuse me,
Joseph
we've
would
done
remember.
prayer. We've done prayers before games have started before. I'm just saying.
Joseph would remember.
If prayers count, then this counts too.
All right, fine.
Joseph, you have to remember you had this great idea about the holy water.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
We got
Try
Bill
to
to
remember.
bless some water, and we used that on the people who'd been hurt by the previous attack, by the darkness monster, and they weren't being able to be healed magically. But when we put holy water on them, it didn't heal it, but it let us heal them magically.
Right.
So it got rid of whatever curse was blocking it.
Right. It's quite smart of you.
Well, thank you.
Is Joe's video way behind anybody else? His audio
No.
might just
No.
be something that we're gonna deal with on stream. Sorry, guys.
Am I like way behind on the stream?
Yeah,
You're way behind on Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, you are now,
on
but-
Zoom, you've got like a 4 second latency or something. Like it's
Oh,
fine.
that's just
It's not a
my
big deal.
anti-curse delay. I just don't want to. I don't want to get us in trouble. So
He's worried he's going to say something inflammatory.
I actually have no idea what that's about. So, sorry. In any case, we went to the Shrine of Umberly then, and we were fixing it when we realized that there was a big freaking storm brewing. We hurriedly, as we started to do a prayer to Umberly, things started crawling out of the water, and
Things went to shite.
I was like, Duncan, do the prayer, hurry up. And so we quickly did a prayer to Umberly, and I didn't hear this, but Duncan heard a voice say, "Too fucking late," and oh, I just cut out. Did I cut out for anyone else?
That was strange, but keep going.
You're
back.
still there. You're still there.
Okay. Anyway, seem to have less of a delay now. Anyway, so we
Regret bringing it up.
Duncan summoned a wave and knocked the things back into the ocean, and we ran back to the bar and told everybody that there was a bunch of shit attacking us, which we figured out between Crucible and Joe. We figured out they were undead, like sea zombies. I don't remember exactly. Is that close enough, Mike?
They were brine zombies.
Brine zombies. Yeah.
It's the same difference, yeah.
It's brined by the sea.
So we killed a few of those. Bagby told Duncan that his mother is Umberly, which was a bit of a shock for him and everyone else who didn't know that.
Oh, my mind.
And they had the idea that he should go get in the water so he could control the zombies, maybe.
Well, I had that idea, right?
Oh, yeah, I don't remember. Somebody had that idea. So we tried to clear a path for him as best we could, and he did make it to the water, whereupon he got booped on the snoot by a kraken for 20-some damage and gently deposited back on the dock. And a second later, his boat was deposited on the dock, which was not parked at Krasden.
Right.
It was
So-
parked
That we
rather
know of.
far away.
I mean, that's not where we left it.
Well, we left it with the arcs.
And he said he would return it to Krasden, so maybe he already dropped it off.
I mean, it's possible. Yeah.
I just say I feel a bit like I've got nannied by the kraken. It's a
Nanny
strange
by the
feeling.
Kraken. Good.
I'm gonna say
Album
the
title.
orcs probably didn't drop the boat off, mostly because we kind of teleported to Krasden from wherever we were, and it would take them much longer to sail. But just a thought.
Don't know.
It took us a couple of days to get to the forest.
It's true.
Like literally a couple, like two, but a couple of days.
Yeah.
We had a detour side quest. That was all feel goody.
So, did we miss anything in that excellent explanation from Joseph?
There was one other thing with, did you talk about how he lost more time?
Oh yeah. When we were questioning Adris, he
Right.
all of a sudden said he had to go get Jenny, and we said that she's fine. She's on a, or I don't remember exactly how it went, but he said, I hope she's not doing whatever we said. She's only 11 and Jenny's 19. So
It's like he's regressing even more
yeah,
into his
so
past.
he's not doing great.
Excellent.
I want to point out the masterful manipulation of the human spirit that is Chad, who lost the nose goes and somehow majestically convinced
Everybody else to tell the story.
Yeah, that is a
Chad
masterwork.
seems like quite the person. He must be his charisma must be just insane.
Nah, he's a
Really?
twat.
I just have shitty insight, so
All of his charisma was spent on Simone de Rosa, and he'll never get it back.
Son of a
I
bitch.
understand there.
All right.
So what's next then?
So that leaves us exactly where we left off. We were in the middle of a combat. We are outside of the Spirit of Mara, right here. We have, go to the list, Crucible, Bagby,
Phil, you're trying so hard.
Lyra, Joe, Not friendlies. Whole bunch of them right here. We have Uri coming down the stairs. That guy didn't belong there. That guy needs to go over here. 2 zombies that have slipped on ice. Because is Duncan Three Stooged a couple guys. And that's Duncan over here on the docks. His boat is off over here. Okay. So that puts us back in the same combat order. Up next is Joe.
So, for anyone who's not aware, this is the 3rd time in, I think, a month that Krasden's been attacked by something. Probably less than a month.
They're having a bad time.
So, Joe is fairly upset. So, before he does his attack, he screams at the zombie. And I'm going to not actually scream as loud as he is because I don't want to blow everybody's eardrums out. But
Please and thank you.
he screams,
That we thank you.
"Get out of my fucking town!" And attacks Zombie Boy. And just a reminder, Bless is on me, Lyra, and Bagby.
Thank you.
And I'm just going to roll all my attacks at once. Well, that's not okay. Well, there's a 19. I'll just tell you the dice. There's a 19, an 18, and a 1. I don't think I'll need the bless.
Okay.
So I'm guessing the 1 misses.
Yes, the 1 will in fact miss.
Okay. I will count, since it was the second one, I will count that as my one of the D10s. So I'm gonna do 9 damage plus 8. That's 17 damage.
17 damage. Okay.
And I am going to smite it as well because I am quite upset with these zombies.
Okay.
So that's since they're undead, they take an extra D8. So that's 3 D8. That is 14.
14 plus 17, you said?
Yep.
Okay, that guy did.
Explodes.
You've murdered and exploded another one. Fantastic. Great job. They all get to go now.
And I'm going to swing at the first one that gets near me.
Okay. That'll be this one.
Oops, that is 8. I don't know why I rolled a D10
No,
to
there.
roll my attack.
1, 2.
Okay, and then I get to add a bless. 16.
That is a hit.
Okay. Only 8. Excuse me, 9 damage. I keep forgetting to add +1 damage from my weapon. 9 damage.
Okay. Nine damage. Fantastic. None of them get close enough to do anything. We will move on to Bagby.
Okay. I don't believe I am near anybody right now, so I'm going to take my movement and sort of go around Joe and wedge myself in between the 2 Zombo mini dudes around the corner.
Right here?
Yes!
Okay.
Right there. I'm in between 2 of them, right?
Yes.
Got the corner up and then right next to
By
me.
3 of them, actually.
Oh, there's a 3rd one there. Ooh, okay. Well, I will then unleash a bunch of punches.
Which one did I hit, by the way, Mike?
You hit the blue one here.
I'm colorblind.
It's the top one.
The one by Ori.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or he's
Okay.
in the building, but yes.
Right.
So I will take my 2 attacks against that boy and try to kill him.
Okay.
So attack number 1. I don't know why I clicked on that like I was going to roll that dice. Ignore that because I have this pretty dice down here by the one and only Patrick Lambrecht.
He's the best.
Ooh, nice
So
roll.
that's a 24
That's a hit.
and then an 18.
18. Yeah, that's a hit.
Okie dokie. So that does then 2d6 plus 10. Oops. 2d6 plus 10. Roll. 13 points of damage to that boy. Is he still up?
No. That's
Okey-doke.
Exactsies.
Okie dokie. So bonus action, because I get 2 attacks per my action. Bonus action, I will smack the other boy that is right in front of me. 13?
Do you want the one between Joe or the one farther away?
The one between me and Joe.
Okay. 13.
Did you add your bless?
I did not add my bless. I should add my bless. Let me add my bless.
Anything will
14.
you'll hit.
Hooray! Woo! And the 1d6 plus 5 is 11 points of damage. Full damage.
Okay.
To that boy.
That is 11. Okay. Good job.
And that is my turn.
Okay, next up is Lyra.
She's God bless.
She gonna go over here, I suppose. Seeing her good friend Bagby has waded into combat.
Her valuable employee, Bagby.
She loves Bagby, and nobody can argue otherwise. All right, and Lyra goes running in, yelling, "Bagby, duck!" And she swings.
Like she has to duck.
Yeah.
I was like, you need me to be shorter than 3 feet?
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
Plus 8. Yeah, that'll hit. And then first one is and then hit. And then because it hits, we get one on the other guy. And there we go. So she hit this guy, cleaved through, hit the other guy, and then hit this guy again. Okay? So it's... Okay. Then is the tentacle boy out in the bay. And tentacle boy is Duncan, you can see that there's more zombies crawling up near you. Tentacle boy knocks them back down and pushes the boat closer to you, so it like hits you a little bit.
And I noticed on purpose he pushed the boat more next to me.
Yes.
It wasn't like an accident or anything. He just
No.
pushed it right towards me.
With
Okay,
one.
Right.
Yes.
I understand.
Okay.
He's
Next up,
friendly.
we have Crucible.
Now the two creatures down by Duncan, are those also brine zombies?
Yes, and they have gotten to their feet again.
All right. Well, I'm heading south that way towards him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Would you like to go your full distance? Because it puts you 10 feet away.
I only need to be within 30 feet.
So we'll put you 15 feet away?
That's fine, because
Okay.
then I still want to turn undead. So that's
Okay.
wisdom saving against DC 16.
They're unlikely to ever win a wisdom saving throw.
But there's a potential of them
yeah,
being destroyed, though.
it's true. I feel like there's a special thing for this. No. Okay. That is a 9. I rolled a 9. I rolled a 9.
So they are turned but not destroyed.
Okay. They have to move away from you, so they'll move towards Duncan. But
It's Jack the Morgan cat.
yes, Jack is the Morgan cat.
Who's currently begging me to pet his belly so he can maul my hand.
All right. Is that all your whole turn, Crucible?
That is my whole turn.
Okay, Ori. Would you like to come outside finally?
Yes, I would like to come
4, 5,
outside.
6. You can go exactly outside. There you are, Ori. You have made it outside.
Is there any
Oh, hey,
chance
guys.
that I
Oh,
have
no.
seen that? Oh, crap! It is a scene out here.
Roll perception. I will. You'll see a bunch of stuff happening. We'll see what you're.
If I know what's pertinent.
Yeah. If you're able to process what's happening.
I have a 17 worth of the processing up in the old noodle.
Of the noodle. Okay, yeah, you're pretty aware of what's happening. You don't know what the creatures are, but you do see that your friends are attacking them. You do see the tentacle thing flopping around, kicking the shit out of boats in the harbor, but you probably don't know the intricacies that Duncan has currently does.
Do I see that Duncan is over there and that he has been hurt?
He is. Yeah, you'd probably be able to tell he's got a little roughed up, and he's sitting on his. I think you got sat on your butt when you got put back up, didn't you? So yeah, he's sitting down. Two zombos walking toward him now, because Crucible has made that happen. You do not know they won't attack him, but they are walking toward him now.
Okay. Is he within 120 feet of me?
He is 100% within 120 feet of you. The squares on here, I don't know how well you can see them. It is exactly 5 feet.
Very good, very good. I am going to, first and foremost, use my bonus action to burn, like, all of my Balm of the Summer Court on him.
Okay. I don't know how much that is. How much healing is that?
It is going to be 66. Maybe
Woo!
I don't need to use all of it.
Don't
I'll use
all that.
You know what? I'll use 4 of them.
There you
I'm
go.
going to roll 4 d6s using the handy dandy.
You heal 4 damage.
Here comes the patented Phil roll for 4 ones. I believe.
There was a 1 and a 2 in there, but he is healed for 12, and since I used 4 dice, he also gets 4 temporary hit points. So really, it's a
Hey!
total of 16 healing.
Hey!
Pretty
Now
good.
that I have done my Healy thing, I am going to go ahead and
He
bring
can,
the moon into the fight.
he can probably survive one more hit from that Kraken.
I feel
Actually,
a
just
bit
kidding.
better
I'm
right
going to
Bring the moon. Bring the moon. Do it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna bring the moon. So closest zombie to me, it's gonna pop up over that boy.
So it's this one over here.
Mhm,
Off to the
mhm.
side. Okay.
So I will do moonbeam at. We'll do just regular 2nd level, which will do
It's 45 feet and 55 feet. Yes, bars. Depending on which one.
Okay. So yeah, it needs to do I think a will save. Wait,
Wisdom.
no, con save. Con save.
Con save. Not. I don't think they can make con saves actually. Yeah, their con is negligible. So that's a 10.
Okay, it needed to get a 15.
Okay.
So it's going to take 2d10 of damage, of radiant damage.
You can just say what happens. You can actually roll as low as you can possibly roll and still kill it. So.
Okay. So yeah, I like with my left hand I'm throwing whatever, like
Ooh,
throw the
nice.
bomb at Duncan. And with my right hand I just kind of like bring down this beam of moonlight, and it just basically turns it into a pile of ash.
There we go. Got her. Up next is that's Duncan.
Right.
Right.
So I start pulling myself into the destiny, but while I'm climbing. Lady Umberly, Mom, if that's you, you got to help. Don't let them destroy Krasden. It's my home. These are my friends, my family. And I climb the rest of the way into the boat.
You gonna finish your prayer?
I'm just talking right to her. She's my mom. I'm just talking to her.
So you've gotten in the boat.
Aye.
Okay. Have you move over to the boat? At that, while everyone's fighting, the creatures stop moving. The undead creatures stop moving and simply stand still. All of you may roll perception to see if you heard Duncan. Duncan, obviously, you would not roll for this.
Aye.
19.
19.
Fun.
Jack, shut up. You don't get a roll perception.
He's just staring at the corner. Weirdo.
Dude, he
They're called kitty pixies.
Greebles.
Is
They're
that a
called
20,
Greebles.
23, Ori?
Yep.
Okay. 19. Yeah, you all hear that. Crucible's probably the only one who could actually see it. Just based on angles. And you all see the thing stop moving. I would also like to keep you guys in mind. For Joe, Ori, and Bagby specifically, there are more of these things down here, down the hill a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go ahead and go without initiative for a little bit. So go ahead.
Mom. Thank you. What's next? Just tell me what's next.
The heaving tentacles of the creature in the bay rise up into the sky, well above all rooftops, all nearby buildings. All of you can see this. They start to float whatever it is swimming out towards the entrance of the bay, out towards the entrance of the town. They come together, touching, reach down into the water, and then pull up a massive wave of wall. A wall of wave, sorry. And inside of it is an open doorway. Couple 100 feet high. Everybody in town sees this.
Okay, then. While I'm kind of staring at this door, I kind of absentmindedly just kind of set the moonbeam into position between us. And it's not actually on them, but in the path between us and the other Nambies.
Everybody can now roll. I need to look at what's appropriate here. Religion.
Interesting. Interesting.
Duncan, you get advantage.
21.
You said religion, Mike?
Yes.
I got a 9.
15.
I don't need advantage because I rolled a natural 20.
$15.
See if you double crit.
Bagby, it's the crit's kind of irrelevant here. The Duncan, Crucible, and Bagby, as the door opens and the water spreads amongst the tentacles, it actually creates the sign of Umberly in the sky, and then it creates the door.
Right. Right.
Why you gotta
Lady
torture
Umberly.
me like that? Why you gotta do that? You're so mean.
Mom?
So mean.
Bring you dinner, I'm the worst.
She brings me food and she just puts it over there and she knows I can't eat it.
You'll be able to eat it.
Lady Umberly. Mom,
Not smells like that.
I'm dealing with this right now. I don't know what to think or to say, but please, these are my people. It's been my family since you've been gone, and I've missed you. I've missed you a lot and so much. But please, I just hope you're not angry with them, or maybe you're angry with me. I don't know. Just let me talk to you. I love you.
Listen here, we started out friends. It was cool and it was all pretend. You don't hear anything? Nothing new happens? That is happening. Your boat is still sitting on the dock, by the way. Just
I'm sitting in the boat, so
I think she wants you to go through the door, maybe.
but it's way up there.
No, it's starting at water level and going that high.
Oh, going that high.
It's just that
See.
big.
So I jump in the water then.
Okay.
Into the door.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Watching.
You're gonna let Duncan go in there?
Bagby's gonna run for the destiny and start putting it in the water to follow him.
Once I come up, how far out from the shore is it? Is it just right there then?
It's not onshore. It's in the bay. It's
I
basically.
realize that, but how far from the shore?
Oh, excellent question. Let me go ahead and pull up the map real quick.
I would see what Bagby's doing, and I would go help her trying to push the ship back into the water.
So,
Your mic's not coming through, Philip.
Oh, I would snap out of it, and I would, since apparently everything I was saying before was muted, and I would follow Bagby.
okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see you talking. Yeah.
No, it's fine. I just got to remember where the switch is.
Okay, so here's the map. You guys are basically right here. Okay, where the boat is. Okay. So you're swimming,
Right.
and these are actually, I think they're not quite 5 or 10 feet. They're a little different, but. So if it's at the mouth of this, a little farther outside of here, you're talking probably 200 feet out.
All right. Right.
Joe and Bagby, go ahead and roll athletics to try to push the boat into the water.
Oh, I also ran that
Or
way.
there you go, and as well. Crucible, are you helping?
Yes.
Well, I'm guessing we got it because I got a nat 20. So 28. 27, sorry.
Natural 20s don't necessarily mean successes.
I know,
we'll see.
but I do have really high athletics too.
That's true.
Yeah, we do have to wait to see how badly I screw it up with my critical fail that's coming.
I
Well,
rolled a 9.
A 9. Well, you're a goblin.
So Bagby's doing better than Crucible though.
4.
With my 4.
Okay, Crucible, you're not getting good footing, and you're slipping. There's just water everywhere, and there's not great, traction. They didn't build you with great traction on the bottom of your feet. It's really been a hindrance for you. Or 16, you guys are able to start to push it in, and actually, it doesn't take forever. Duncan, do you want to roll perception to see them doing this?
I don't believe so. I believe I'm focused on that doorway. I'm just swimming towards it.
That's why I was asking. And you have normal movement speed in swimming, yes?
Aye.
Okay. Duncan's about halfway there when you guys get the thing put in the water. Are you going to try to sail it?
Yeah, I would sail it, I would imagine. I'd probably have the most experience after Duncan on boats.
Well, you've all got a little bit of experience on the Destiny now. Bagby mostly hiding, but the
Right, but I grew up in a fishing town.
It's true. It's true. So go ahead and roll survival. And actually, I'm going to need somebody else to roll survival as well, because somebody's going to have to do rigging while he starts actually.
Not super, not terrible. It's 16.
I'll try and rig. I'm most familiar with the poles after koalaing them.
Ayo.
It's
Ayo.
it's mostly about the ropes, but sure.
20. Dirty 20.
Okay, so dirty 20, and Joe's, yours was what?
16.
16. Yeah, very quickly you two set to work and you start moving the boat in that direction. Boat travels. Okay. Yeah, actually, you're going to get there pretty close to the same time.
Because we're on a boat.
Yeah.
We're on a boat and it's going fast. And
Anybody see Duncan?
Duncan's swimming. Roll perception. He's blue on blue, and
don't wanna
there's a
hit him.
storm happening.
Thunk. What was that? Probably nothing.
A
Keep going.
concussion. He's good thing he can't drown because that dude's at the bottom of the bay.
darn sea armadillos.
Is water supposed to be red?
As I approach, when I get about 20, 30 feet away, I want to stop
Sure.
and surface.
Sure.
And at that point, I'm to cast Water Walk.
Okay.
And I rise up to stand on the surface of the water.
Uh-huh.
Start to slowly walk forward towards the opening.
Well, that's going to make them seeing you a whole hell of a lot easier.
Plus, it
Oh,
looks
shit.
really badass.
Officer, he just came out of the water.
Jesus. What is Duncan doing?
So yeah, Ori and Joe for sure, and probably Bagby at this point would also see Duncan just rise out of the water like the fucking elevator hit ground floor.
Duncan!
How close are they?
Probably
I need-
20 feet behind you. They're not far.
All right. I
Up
turn.
on!
We're in this together, bud.
Are you coming?
No, we just brought the boat out here for a nice fishing trip.
Let's go then. And I just keep walking forward.
There's going to be some fish. The okay.
All the other shrimp and boats destroyed in the hurricane.
Yeah.
You cross through. You are met with, while there's a bright light initially to the open door entryway, you're met with total blackness on the other side. You cannot see anything. Slowly around you, luminescent light starts. Now, I know some of you have dark vision, but this is still not things you can see through. Everybody
Unnatural.
needs to roll a con save.
A con save?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody within 10 feet of me gets +3.
That would be all of you. There'd be an argument about Duncan, but I'll let him have it too.
12.
11.
25?
15.
Okay, 12 and 11.
18.
12 and 11. For as long as you're in the place that you're in, anything athletic is going to be not at disadvantage, but at -2, because you feel but a lot of pressure pushing in around you, and it's hard to breathe and hard to move.
Can I turn up individual people in Zoom?
I don't know.
No, unfortunately, no.
Am I not? And can you
Why?
not hear
Who's,
me very
who's
well?
not loud enough?
Mike's kind of quiet.
I will
for me.
try to turn myself up in Zoom real quick. Sorry. Can I turn myself up?
I have my everything full volume on my end.
How do I do that? Somebody who has Zoom uses it regularly. How do
You
I-
can't do it in Zoom.
Okay,
So
fantastic.
you have to do it. You have
I
to do
will
it in your
deal with it.
system.
I will listen
Pull the mic
closely.
a bit closer.
All right,
You'll be fine.
I'll get right on top of this bitch. And there we are. Better?
Better.
Okay. The luminescence continues, and you see that initially you would expect this to come from firelight. You've seen magical firelight before, but the colors are varied. It's blues and purples and oranges, and quickly all around you is lighting up. And it's not fire-shaped. It's all sorts of jagged edges and floating spheres and long, angled colors floating between different shades. You quickly realize that the light is coming from tree-like things around you.
Why are we in the Willy Wonka tunnel?
Tree-like things are all around you, only they don't have branches or leaves. You may all roll in history. That sounds correct. No, nature. You may all roll nature.
Oh, dang. My history is so much better.
Woohoo!
The difference between a monk and a druid perfectly explained in that moment. Oh, dang.
I'm rolling well. Being inside my mum's like ethereal place is doing what? I'm doing quite well with my rolls.
I rolled a 2. I got a 5 total.
15.
Not Bagby and not Joe. Sorry, Bagby, but
That's okay.
you're from underground. You're inside, standing on the ground. The boat beached underwater in a coral reef, with all of the coral glowing like individual lanterns.
Does anybody else hear calypso music?
You feel a rush of water press against you like a wave. It warms slightly. So is urinating cool or no? I guess, fish pee. The water warms around you. Baby, I have missed you. This creature appears before you.
Yes.
Lady Amberley?
Yes, sweetheart. How are you?
You don't look like me, Mum.
I am not your mom, baby. She comes up and she grabs your face and gives you a kiss on the forehead.
Are you my gran then?
Aye, sweetheart. Aye.
Never met my gran. I don't know what to say because that means that me mum is your me mum's mum, and I need a minute.
You've done the math, child.
Well, hi. I'm Ori. Nice to meet you. This is
Right. I feel these are my friends.
Bars says, I don't think this is a cookie, Grandma.
These are my friends. That's Ori. He just introduced himself because he's quite a pleasant person, and that's Joseph over there. They're like best friends. Maybe more. Don't know. That's Crucible over there.
Never
He's
miss
a
a shot.
Warforge.
Never miss a shot.
So, and he's quite mentally strong, and he's been a great friend to me. But then this is Bagby. She's my newest friend. She might be my best friend. I don't know right now.
That's Bagby doing that, I think.
Things are a bit strange right now. so she might not feel the same way, but she's very nice.
I feel the same way 100%. I have been waiting for this moment.
Great. That's good. But Miss McGran, so we'll talk about that in a bit.
It's very nice to meet all of you.
It's nice to meet you finally too then.
I'm sorry, baby. I have many children. I have not had time.
Right. Did that anger you in some way to have this happen?
Oh no, baby. She wraps her arm around you. There's a sense of, despite the fact you know you're underwater, and so far underwater that you literally can't see the sky, or like there's nothing above you. She starts to swim at like a leisurely pace, dragging you along. You feel comforted, strangely. Please follow.
Right. Come on then.
Oh, okay, I guess we're following. Crucible, you gonna be able to?
Everybody roll athletics.
Mike, I can't remember that special armor I had made. Does that just get rid of disadvantage for swimming, or did that give me a swim speed?
It gets rid of disadvantage.
Okay.
I've expressed it before, even though I've rolled a 21. Crucible can't swim.
I know. That just means you're able to like jog underwater.
Right. Okay.
And this is with a -2, so a 7.
Somebody want to help? Or you can turn into a fucking dolphin, dude.
I like start trying to like walk, and I'm just like, oh, screw this, and I turn into a dolphin.
Bagby, ride the dolphin. Bagby, ride the dolphin. Bagby's floating like an actual chimp stuck in zero grav.
All right. Dolphin cavalry it is.
I got an 18.
You're able to hold on to the Ori fish. Crucible and Joe. Crucible and Joe, you did a fine job. She's not moving quickly. I've prepared a dinner. I was hoping you would bring all your friends.
That's quite nice of you. So Gran, what's
she put her hat
going
back
on right now? I don't.
Is very confusing. I know.
Hey.
I wanted you to know that I am here to help. You have been interfered with by the gods. I do not believe they know who you are, but that does not ignore the slight on my part. You do not toy with my family.
We quite appreciate any kind of help you could give us. Maybe you could tell us what gods, what's going on? I mean, we've been looking for death. Well, at least, what we think is death.
Miracle.
Aye.
She takes you to... You're coming up on a magma vent. You can feel the heat emanating. She lets you go, Duncan. She goes and she holds her hand up. And a bunch of things fly through the heat of the magma vent real quick and put themselves on seashells in front of you. Please eat away.
Looks lovely.
I speak a dolphin, you dickhead.
Oh, that was thank you.
Bagby just likes to eat vegetables. Do you have anything like that maybe for her? That would be
Sea
tasty.
cucumber.
Bagby, do you want a sea cucumber?
Yes, please.
That's an animal, by the way.
Not a vegetable.
She doesn't know. She's not familiar with water.
Okay.
Ow.
Cooked sea cucumber. There you go. Oh, you broke your vegetarianism. The
I'm really chewy for a vegetable. Yum, yum, yum.
If you don't mind, Graham, I'm pretty sure we've probably got lots of questions for you. Do you mind if you answer some?
That's why you're here, child.
Right. So, Merkel then. So, there's some orcs that came from, the other side.
I cannot
they're-
make him go to the War King. I cannot control the War King.
I understand, but apparently Merkel did something to, I don't know, maybe to one of their children or something, and they're quite angry, and they said that if we brought them Merkel, that they wouldn't destroy everything over here. Bagby, tell her what you know.
Are you sure this is a vegetable? It is really gummy a little bit.
Sea cucumber.
Right. 100% vegetable. I'm not going to ask any more questions. So, right. Apparently, Death, Miracle Man, made the orcs angry, and now they want to fight him. I think.
Nay, child, cease. She swirls her hand and it creates a whirlpool behind her. And you see basically a television set. I will tell you a story.
Oh, I love stories.
You see everything depicted in moving paintings in this whirlpool. They come from a small tribe, the other side of the world. Mirkul did nothing wrong. The god of death, he is biased, but just. If you die, you die. Their child has not gone to death, but been taken somewhere beyond all of our knowing. Transported outside of all space and time. Mirkul cannot help get their child back. They simply seek to know if he is gone. He is not. He live. But beyond all knowledge. There is no response you can give this army that will quell their lust.
Oh, if we can't give them back their son, and of course we won't be able to give them Miracle, perhaps is there a way we can prove to them that their boy is all right, that he's just, living beyond all knowledge, I guess?
Miracle will know the place. He cannot see where he is now, but he knows where the boy will return to the world of the living. Within his realm of sight, he can give them a location where the boy will return.
Right. So we've just got to talk to Death then? And he'll give us a
Aye.
place to go?
But he will not help you. He has a fool plan. One that threatens to kill. He's using you to find the box.
Why does he want to find the box for?
He helped release the Baphomet. He put the idea in the Normanol head to ruin his own spell. The Baphomet would bring a war that would cause death, that would wipe the Underdark clean.
I'm so sorry I'm saying this to her and Dolphin. I'm really sorry to interrupt, and I understand the gravity of the situation, but could you please ask Bagby to stop squeezing my fin so hard?
The dolphin is afraid of your claws, small one.
I guess I haven't cut my nails in a while. Sorry, Ori. I'm just really excited because a lot of my theories are happening right now, and they're real and they're true, and I'm not crazy.
That was, I understand.
So if he's using us then, how can we stop? How do we stop him? And if we stop him from using us, are we also stopping what's happening underneath?
There is only one way to stop him, and it is to do as he wants.
So we've got to find the
He will find the box. Time is no concept to us gods. If he does not find it through you, he will find it through your predecessors. He will find it. If you find it, then you have control.
Right. So if we find the box, then miracle, he finds us.
He knows where you are. He watches you always in your town. He had the puppet Adris set the seeing stones upon you.
Is Adris going to die then?
I cannot tell. He is not close to the water often.
Aye.
I can give you a gift. She points forward a shell. This will heal his mind, but it will curse him to me. I shall say, young child, you should look for other methods first. You do not want him owed unto me.
He's behind you, huh?
Oh, I've been trying.
He's to the side of you.
Oh, look at that there.
It's
It's a wee baby.
Oh God, he's unplugging everything. Oh God. Ah. Do you want to wear it? Say hi. Say hi.
Hello there, Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Oh,
What are
hey
you
there,
doing, man?
Lincoln.
Oh,
What's that on
we
your
totally
shirt?
unplugged the
Is
headphones. Give me a second.
that a Mario on there?
Ah! I'm getting it, bud. There you go.
Your dad tells
There
me
it
that
is. We got it.
that you got an Alexa and you're trying to learn how
Do
to
you
use
see?
the
You
Alexa.
see all your friends? Do you see all your friends?
You've got to learn to speak. You got to
Say
say
good
things
night.
like,
Can you say good night to
Alexa.
everybody?
"Play the dance party music for me," and then it will.
Can you sing "Rain, Rain, Go Away"?
Alexa, play Wheels on the Bus.
Oh no.
Sing "Rain,
Oh,
Rain,
no.
Go Away." It's very cute.
And loop it.
Oh no! Oh no! You made my Alexa go.
All right, Bubba, I love you. Okay.
Oh,
Alexa,
we
play
shark-
99 Luftballons.
Stop it.
Oh, no, oh God.
99
All right.
times.
We have a very interesting drawing on my notes now. The
Beep, 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 beep.
Stop.
Beep, beep, beep,
Stop.
beep.
Nice and step up now. Okay. Oh. Give daddy a kiss. Give daddy a kiss.
Love you.
Beep, beep,
Get some
beep,
sleep,
beep.
Bubba. I love you.
Beep, 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 beep.
Okay. What happened?
I took the shell. I took the shell, and then Ori said something in Dolphin I didn't understand. And I put the shell in my box.
Okay.
Right. Thank you, Grams. I'm glad we finally got to meet each other then.
Now, Duncan, if I may, alone. She stares at the rest of you.
Aye, alone. Alone. I'll be there in a bit.
Everybody roll strength saving throw real quick. Except for Duncan.
Okay.
Strength.
Oh, there's that nat one.
19.
With the -2, a 16.
18.
You all get a +3 too from me.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, 22.
Joe, you take 3 damage as she sends all of you back to where you started at. The water just grabs you and you start moving backwards. Joe, you hit some stuff on the way. Sorry.
Death, let me live.
About your mother.
Aye.
She owes unto me and cannot return.
Why? What happened then?
She lived under here. Like me. A daughter. A power of the sea. She wanted child. She wanted family. I told her your Krasden was all she could have. She took the form of human and went.
Oh no.
She chose poorly and mates.
Aye.
Your father lives only by grace of her. But
So why she
I
want to save him for?
want something different, Duncan. You do not hurt our family. You will kill your father. I cannot touch him. She has forbid, and I must listen. But you can do it.
You're asking me to.
I am not asking, Duncan. You are royalty of the sea. and a human, a lowly human, has spat in my face. You will remove this stain.
Hey.
She grabs you by the face again on either side. You are a beautiful child.
Thank you.
You are half human, and you have become better. She starts stroking your hair slightly.
I want to be better. I do.
Then you will do as Grammy says, or you will never touch the sea again.
Aye.
Now, I will send you home. Rebuild your shrine in Krasden. And tell the Bill he's doing a good job.
Aye. Aye. William's quite nice. I think you'd like him if you'd like to meet him sometime. I think I could probably make that happen.
No, dear. She kisses you on the forehead. Goodbye, Duncan. And you fly backwards, all of you through the door. I gotta pee. RP. You're all in the bay on the boat.
Your grandma is fucking terrifying.
Aye.
I should
Aye.
be clear. The Kraken is gone. The storm is gone. All that's gone.
So that was a lot. I mean, it was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realize I'm still a dolphin, like flopping around on the boat, and I just turn back into Ori. Like, yeah, that was.
So
Are you okay?
I don't think so. I don't think I'm okay. I just found out that Grams is a god. So suppose that means what? Like, am I half god then? Or am I quarter god? I don't wait, cause my mum apparently she was like she was like full god, I guess, and then for some reason married my dad, which I suppose I'm happy for because I'm alive. But so I need to tell you all something, and I don't quite know right now how I'm going to deal with it. But my grams told me to kill my dad.
Wait, what?
Right, so it wasn't so much she didn't ask me to, she told me to, or I think she said basically I could never return to the sea, which might means that I wouldn't be able to do what I do anymore.
I suppose that holds more in line with the way people talk about Umberly than what we witnessed at first.
I I've never had anything bad happen before. It's just now I guess I understand why. I mean,
Hey, Mike,
ah,
quick question for you.
I
What's the town look like?
Coming back, A lot of the boats are fucked up in the bay. But the town looks pretty much like it did when you left.
Is there like debris floating in the bay?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
You think everyone's going to be pissed?
Duncan,
Yeah, Joe.
I'm fucking pissed. I'm not as much of an idiot to insult Umberly to her face, but look around you. This town survives on fishing, and its entire livelihood just got destroyed again so your grandmother could have a fucking chat with you. Take us in to port, please.
Right.
Roll survival.
There you go.
Dirty 20.
No. Yeah, they're 26.
Okay.
That's
Yep.
with the extra.
You're able to take it in just fine.
I'm not actually mad at you, Chad.
I know.
Acting. We get it. Yeah, thank you.
Fine job acting, though.
I do. Yeah, I do suppose it would be a long stretch for the townsfolk to not blame you for this.
What town? Do you think anyone's going to want to stay after this?
There's already been talk of everyone leaving. Think on the help, innit?
And as soon as we hit the dock, I jump off the boat and walk away without a word.
As soon as you hit the dock, there's a crowd forming.
Oh, well then, okay, then I guess I'll deal with that.
I mean, they saw you guys sail away into a fucking vortex. Everything went away, and now you're back.
I guess we'll just have to unpack 15 or 20 things after we deal with the angry mob.
They might not necessarily be angry. They saw us.
They're
go
pissed. They're
inside of
pissed.
the storm.
Away.
For all they know, we solved the problem.
Let me go ahead and stop you there. They now are blaming you directly. So I'm not going to do the whole rabble that's happening, but yes, you're all, for one reason or another.
I would hop off the boat first. I'm not like pulling out my weapon or anything, but I walk right up to it.
What is this, Joe? What the hell's going on? Some random person.
Do you honestly think I can explain any of that?
Well, you went in the damn thing.
If you want a theology lesson, talk to Bill. If you want to help me try to rebuild this place, then I'm on board with that.
He's got a point, Bill yelling in the back. Jacob's back there. Everybody knock it the fuck off, for I kick your asses. She starts trying to shoo people away. She leans back to you. We do need to fucking talk, though.
I know.
I'll meet you at Mara after I get these piss ants doing something else.
Okay.
What do the rest of you do?
Sorry, everyone.
I just walk up next to Duncan and I take his hand and I squeeze it and I just walk next to him without saying anything.
Oh, sure. Now that you're best friend status, you have to be all nice to him.
Suppose.
I put my hand on Duncan's shoulder and I say, you know, kind of feels like we're getting kind of tugged along on a string here. We can kind of move to the left and right, but ultimately we're getting pulled in the same direction. And maybe there's something we could have done differently. Maybe there's not. But
Thanks, Ori.
even if the town does blame you, I don't think it's your fault.
Thanks.
I think we're just doing the best we can.
It might be best if I don't stick around. It might go.
Absolutely not.
Well, we're all going to have to leave. We can't solve the problems of this place by staying.
Are you guys at the Mara?
I suppose we're having this conversation while we're walking there.
I stomped ahead, and I would already have a beer sitting at the counter by the time they get there, I imagine.
You guys walk in. Tira meets you at the door. The fuck's wrong with him?
He's mad at Duncan because the whole thing was sort of a reason for Duncan's grandma Umberly to talk to him.
I understand everything except for Duncan's grandma Umberly.
Duncan's grandma is Umberly.
Oh.
That's true.
I reach over the bar, pour another beer, and then just kind of offer it to Lyra.
So, unless there's anything you guys want to do on your own, a few minutes later you have Jacobs, Lyra, Tira, and Bill, who was asked by Jacobs to be there.
I think there's probably more for us to discuss, but we might not have time.
Okay.
Because
you can do that after this.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
just as well.
Because I think Ori would want to talk to Duncan about the whole thing with his dad, but it might not be the time.
Right. You know something about having fucked up dads. Can I assume you catch them up on what happened? Yes?
Aye.
Bill's sitting on a stool, kind of shell-shocked. Not a member of the right, wasn't aware of all this stuff, but Jacobs felt it was necessary to let him in. Because as useful as he has been recently.
Oh, and by the way, Bill, if you tell anybody about this, they'll kill you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's not every day you meet your god up front. You know, unless you're in a D&D campaign.
Hey, Duncan, do I have to pray to you, man?
Oh, no. No, that would be weird. Don't do that. No.
But can you hear it if we do? Hang on, I'm gonna go over here. And she's like,
No, don't do. Oh, that's weird. No,
You can't hear it. You definitely can't hear it.
I don't hear it.
That would be really funny.
I would really like a new pair of monk wraps for my hands. These are.
Well, you're saying it out loud, so it doesn't.
I think she's
count.
praying to Santa Claus.
I'm right there.
Abby's not religious, so she doesn't know.
She doesn't know how prayers work. She thinks it's just like a mail order Amazon. I just say things I want, which is how most people use Christianity. But the
Yeah, but then she ends up getting it because Duncan feels obligated at that point.
Bagby may have just found her god.
I was gonna get her something.
You can't be best friends with
you
God.
might have your first follower, and we can officially start a cult.
Oh no. Okay. So this is Jacobs. So we gotta kill Erish? I mean, I don't give a fuck about that. But that's kind of illegal, right, Crucible?
Well, it's definitely frowned upon if we're not given like a specific reason.
I mean, that guy's a
he's-
douchebag, but he hasn't broken any laws.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, what happens, however, if he's brought along and put into a precarious position and got killed on his own?
Bars.
That just sounds like
Praying,
murder with
please
extra
pick up my
steps.
clothes from the dry cleaner. Also, you don't know he'll die. I mean, for all the bullshit that... Sorry, I kind of hate your dad too. But for all his shit, he's a survivor and a damn fine sailor. You can't hope nature'll get him. Also, your mom, this is Lyra, did say you had to do it. Grandma?
Right. My grams, right?
Yeah.
She made it quite clear that I had to kill.
So straight up, I had a bridge club with this daughter of Umberly. Is that like literally what? Okay, I'm gonna take. Okay, I'm processing. Give me a second.
I know what that's like. I do.
So what are you guys gonna do?
I know what I'm supposed to do, but I don't think I can do it.
At least not alone. I mean, we can help get him, almost dead, and then you just like cast some watery things. And oops, he died.
This is starting to feel... Lyra starts to recoil. This is starting to feel not good.
Yeah, I'm not sure, like, us having the means to kill him is really the issue.
And I just don't think I have it, in me. He's not a nice man, but
Well, he's an asshole. And I don't say that very often. I like most
I
people.
guess I'll be the one to say it. Yeah, Duncan, you shouldn't kill your father.
right.
And since we're not right by the ocean, hopefully she can't hear me, but fuck Lady Umberly, okay? She shouldn't ask you to kill your father. And you shouldn't do it. And we shouldn't help you do it.
I know. It wasn't fair for me to even say.
What the hell are
anything.
you all talking about? I don't care if he's a douchebag. I think he's a douchebag too. Jacobs, he's one of the people you serve here.
I know. Babe, I know. But this is the third time in a month and a half. What if that thing comes back?
It doesn't seem right. It's got to be on Duncan what to do, but I don't. Boy, I don't like that. That's on you.
I mean, look at your options. What are they? Kill your dad? Kill your grandma? Seems to be the only choices we have here.
You want to do this?
I'm not saying I
Don't
want to
beat
do
around
it.
the bush. It's straight up murder. And I will go to his home and I will stab my spear into his chest right now if that's what you want to do. Don't pretty it up. Don't try to do any tricks. Let's just go kill him if that's what we're all deciding. For the greater good. But don't try to make it seem more noble than it is.
It's not like that, Joe. Come on.
Oh, he's right. It's like that. And none of you can help me. to do this alone. I have to do it. I get up and I leave.
Jacob starts to get upset in her face. We're seriously letting him leave on his own?
Bagby walks out.
Fuck!
I hesitate for a moment, just kind of like lost in thought. And then I get up and go out the door too.
Lyra leans over the bar. Joe, why don't you just hang out and have a drink, man?
What I'm doing. You know, Lyra, about a month ago, all I had to worry about was catching wild animals. All this town had to worry about was Drunken Steve.
Yeah, go figure that piece of shit's still alive, too.
Of course he is. I'm not like the rest of them who have mystical parents and come from secret worlds.
I know.
I'm just a fucking dog catcher.
And your parents were nice. I know. I knew them.
I haven't even checked on them. I should go do that.
Your dad's fine, okay? He was pissed. He keeps saying there's some slight racial tension, but he's fine.
I'm just sitting there at the counter staring at the beer.
I got pork and potatoes. You want some?
Yes, please.
All right. Tara, I ain't cooking it. It's on you. All right. Crucible, what are you doing? You are the sheriff, buddy.
I am the sheriff. However, as I said, we're in a situation where it's one man or one God. And who do we have a better chance against? I get up and follow in the footsteps of Ori and Bagby.
Duncan, I'm assuming you know where your dad lives?
I do.
He also is based out of warehouse number 3, which I will show you that in a second. Spirit of Mara up here. Warehouses count in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's based out of 3. Again, he runs 3 boats, so he's most of 3. With his hauls and such like. And he lives in a tiny ass apartment over here. He's never paid for any more because he's always been a bit of a tightwad. He's got what he's got, and that's all he needs.
Everything always goes right back into the fishing business.
If he spends anything on it. More than a few people have gotten fired for accidentally breaking things.
Aye.
Where do you go?
Suppose we'll go to his home and start there.
Locked.
Do we catch up with him?
Probably if you're hustling.
Because she like ran right after Duncan.
I imagine it would be staggered because there was a hesitation before I followed you, and there was a hesitation before Crucible left.
Followed. Yeah, you'd probably catch him soonest, Bagby.
I
Duncan!
I
Duncan!
knock. What? Why are you
Wait,
here
what?
for? I need to do
Wait
this
just
alone.
a minute. You don't need to do this alone. That is a bunch of bullshit, and you know it.
I have to do it, Bagby.
You
I
don't
have to.
do it right now. It is not an immediate thing. From what you told us, Lady Umberly didn't give you any kind of deadline. She didn't say, come out of this weird whirlpool of water magic and kill your dad right now, this minute.
No.
You have time. Listen, to go in blind, without any information, without any plan, just with pure anger, that's not going to end well, especially after what we've all just been through.
Not angry,
We've
Bagby.
got to think.
I'm
We
not
have
angry.
to plan. We have to be all on the same page. You can't just run into this blind. But you have time. Let us help you. There's no deadline. She didn't say anything. And if she comes back and gets all pissy, then we put that on her. And we say, you know what? If you were a smarter god, you would have put a deadline on it. But you didn't. So he still has time.
Suppose so.
There are creative ways.
Duncan, you'd probably have a key if you'd want to use it.
I'm not the most, shall we say, morally perfect person. I have training in a variety of different things. And there are some more creative ways to put someone in a position where they would die than just going in. I don't know where I saw this saying because I don't know what a gun is, but going in guns blazing.
It's an ancient mystical saying.
Crossbows blazing.
Crossbows blazing.
Blazing. Fists of fire.
I hear what you're saying.
That's right. Bars has an idea. High sodium cholesterol meals. Just keep feeding it to him, playing the long game.
Somebody was talking about getting blazed.
Or he's there, yeah. Or he's there now, too. Fuck it.
Look around. You have me. You have Ori. I'm sure Crucible's on his way. He was not vehemently opposed to this. Joe is in a space. This is the only place and the only home he's ever known for his whole life. So he's grieving. He'll come around. He won't blame you forever. And frankly, this isn't your fault. Your grandma could come up with other ways to communicate with you.
She's commonly referred to as the bitch god.
Listen here. Sorry about everything, Duncan, but I know I said it was. This was all up to you, but I guess still it's like what's lingering in my mind is can you explain again why you have to do this? Because I'm afraid I don't totally understand.
She told me that he needs to die. She told me that she can't do it because my mum forbade her from doing it. and that if I don't do it, she didn't ask me, or she told me.
Well, I
I do
understand
it.
that. I'm sorry. I
And
interrupted.
if I don't do it, I never go back to the water. And I can guarantee you she doesn't stop hurting Krasden.
Crucible, you can show back up now.
Did she say that she was gonna keep hurting Krasden until you did it?
Not specifically, no. But I know. She knows how I feel. She knows this place is my home. She knows how I
Right.
feel about all of you.
Duncan, what would have happened? What would have happened if he were to die before you had a chance to do it yourself?
Don't know.
I mean, the result's the same, right?
Random decision C.
Suppose so.
I guess I'm just wondering, Duncan, is there any good in your dad?
I mean, I've tried. I certainly don't feel like there's anything there. But before we do anything, I feel like I've got to try at least one more time.
Do we even know what he did to make Umberly so upset?
I don't know for sure. But something my mum said. And the way my Grams, the way she feels. Pretty sure he killed me mum. Crucible. What if we could prove that he murdered me mum? Then what happens to him?
Well, that's up to the city council. Essentially, Jacobs decides his fate.
Random lawful good possibility coming in.
I mean, Joe's right. This is an ugly, awful thing, no matter how we handle it. But I think how we handle it's going to matter in your heart.
Aye, it will.
And I gotta be honest here, Duncan. I don't know that I could look the other way.
I understand.
Oh, I like this idea of proving that he killed your mom, though.
Now we just got to figure out how to do it.
This is good.
Only we had some kind of detective with us.
Oh, there's a hat on. There's a hat.
Detective Bagby.
Somebody
Did you just say he wasn't home?
Somebody get. He is not currently home.
Well,
he hasn't answered the door.
I now don't have the heart to tell Bag. I now don't have the heart to tell Bagby I meant the constable, but
Do Inspector Bagby. Inspector Bagby.
Bagby wears many bags. I mean hats.
Sometimes they're both.
So is this the plan?
I believe it is.
Okay, definitely plan for this. Not writing notes down right now.
That was definitely one of the things I had hoped you would do.
All right.
A lot of people knew me, ma. Apparently she was in some kind of club.
the bridge club.
Aye.
Let's start with them.
Someone could talk to them.
Are they all back at the bar? Because it would be very convenient if they were back at the bar and we could go back to drinking.
One of them is. You know that for sure.
I'm not much of a sleuth, but I want to say thank you to everyone there, and even to Joe.
That douchebag.
He's beautiful. That was excellent lawful good play right there, by the way. Total credit to Joe Swanson.
So come around, Duncan. If I have to beat it out of him.
You can try. No.
You want to do a fight off right now? We'll do it.
Sure.
Come at me, paladin.
All right, nerds, chill out.
Is it
should
time
do that
to the duel?
So, do
Hey,
you guys
we should do
what?
that, like not actually in the campaign.
What do you do? You could, I suppose, since we're investigating, would you like to break into your father's house? Would you like to
I
head
thought
back
you
to the
just said he
Mara?
had a key.
Well, yeah, I mean, he does, but
I suppose it's still breaking and entering if you have a key and
It's
no
just
permission.
entry, unlawful entry.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I suppose there's no breaking involved, unless we accidentally break something.
Crucible, unlawful entry. I'm gonna assume you're gonna whistle and stare in an opposite direction.
Yeah, that one I could overlook.
Look at all the wonderful architecture.
Hey, you know, since it's now an open investigation, I'll
could
just
go-
go get that. I'll just
You
go
could
get
go
that
talk to
search
Jenkins.
warrant.
Yeah, get a search warrant.
Okay, so drinks, then search warrant, and then we.
I
look
don't know
through.
that search warrants were like, part of the society here.
Dude,
so,
you're the constabliere, sir. You're
so
just
I'm just
breaking into
I'm
people's
just
houses.
thinking that we could just go investigate if we wanted to anyway.
I'm in.
If they catch you, you have to openly tell him.
That there's an investigation against.
Bars. Roll to find horrifyingly incriminating journal.
I killed my wife today.
Also, I had eggs Benedict for breakfast.
It's labeled nothing suspicious. Fishing stuff.
That son of a bitch.
It's right next to the file that says Dr. Seuss, definitely not porn. The,
So Duncan,
Where did he
would you,
find good hollandaise sauce and not tell the rest of us?
Duncan, would you have a reason to be in your dad's house anyway? That if you were to walk in, you could have an excuse.
they don't. No.
I mean, I could just say hello, duh. But I don't have a reason.
I know you don't have a relationship with
Do you
him,
remember
but
what happened last time? You said hello to your dad.
Aye. Didn't go well.
No.
But you know, we've got a plan. And if he knows what we're doing, can't stop us from doing it. I open the door.
I'll keep watch.
Okay. I took an awful big taco bite right before we're all staring at
No,
GM.
you do it. You
No,
eat
careful,
your taco.
Duncan.
I
Careful.
need to get the one taco in. Okay.
One time I was eating Taco Bell with my dad, and he made me look into this box. And on that box, there were these two guys, and they were going into this house, right? And almost everywhere they went, there was like paint cans and like nail guns. And stuff.
He made you watch Home Alone. He has TV and movies, but only from the early 90s.
So we need to be really careful when we're walking through there, okay?
All right. So you can get in. There's no roll check. You have a key. His place is 2-story. thin and long. You know what I mean? Probably only like 12 feet wide. But there's a second floor that is his bedroom. First floor is sitting area that is totally covered in charts and payroll.
Totally covered in sharks.
Sharks, yes. Charts, like sea charts and billing and payroll books and stuff like that. Like he lives kind of slobbishly, honestly, and your dad always has. The kitchen is mostly untouched. He eats at one of the 3 eating establishments in town every night, or he gets meat and bread from the market. He has never cooked a single thing in his fucking life. Where do you look, Duncan, Crucible? Ori and Bagby, you are not investigative and you do not know him, so any investigation you would do will be rolling at disadvantage here, okay?
I am super sneaky though. I am planning on sneaking around the house.
That does not give you...
I know. I'm just saying that's what she's doing.
Okay, you can roll stealth then. Please roll stealth.
Beep, 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 beep.
So at the end, she could say, "And I helped."
It's more like she's going to be super sneaky. I'm also going to cast Pass Without a Trace on myself and everybody else while we're going in. So that's a +10 to any stealth rolls that any of you all make.
Okay.
So that's 29 for me.
Before we go in, maybe we should check to see if he's even there.
He didn't answer the door.
You know,
I'll go.
29 stealth. Bagby? Yeah, I don't know if I could roll well enough to... In fact, the way I roll, I'm certain I couldn't roll well enough.
So her plan is to be super sneaky and go in all of the rooms and just do her best at investigating, grab things, and come back down and be like, does this help? No? Okay. Does this help? No. I found these.
So basically she disappears into a shadow and then you never see Bagby again. The
I would not so much be investigating as I would be still in this weird episode I'm having, looking around for essentially booby traps.
you could also stay outside and like watch if you wanted to. If you didn't feel you could be helpful.
I think I want to check for traps first.
Okay.
If incidentally I find that he's there asleep in a chair, that also would be useful information. But I would do a sweep of the house and then I would go stand outside.
Let's roll perception since you're doing a sweep and not a specific.
I did roll a nat 20 for 23 on investigation.
Whoa. What do you? I'll get back to you in a second, Cruz.
That's fine.
You rolled a natural 1. You look in and you hear Duncan take a step, and you're certain it was somebody else taking a step, and you're afraid that he's in the house and that he's going to be mad, and now you're not interested in this at all.
Like zoinks, Duncan. I think someone's in the house with us.
That was just me.
You don't believe him. The
Freaking out, man.
Oh God, he's turning into Norm. The you can see the resemblance. All right, Crucible investigation. What are you specifically looking for?
I'm specifically looking for journals, any type of written documentation.
There's a lot of written documentation in this front room. I mean, it's all like ledgers and billing.
Anything that looks different than what would be his business.
You go upstairs. First off, he's not there. I'll say that right now. He is not home. Okay? Duncan, what'd you roll for again? perception?
I'm not rolled because I want to know if you want perception or investigation.
Investigation if you have something specific in mind.
I don't. Nothing specific.
So perception for broad strokes.
All right, perception then. Not well. 12.
12. You're horrified at how destroyed the house is because last time you were here, your mom was still alive, like on a regular basis, and she like upkept the place.
Right.
And basically, he's like destroyed the paintings she bought and the nice linens she cared for are fucked up, and the furniture is fucked up, and you sit down and start going through his money because he's always cared about money. So you're going through the billing. Okay. You find no journal, but there's a manuscript for a book he's trying to publish titled "If I Did It" from Bars. That's a jab at O.J. Simpson.
Yes, it is.
God, watched Two Naked Guns at my parents' house the other day. Those movies, okay, yeah, O.J. Simpson's in them, but they're still fucking funny movies.
Yeah. And I'll say it, he's good in those movies.
He's good in those movies. If he'd have just stuck to that.
Yeah. Should have kept with the acting and laid off on the murdering.
Yeah.
He should have stuck to acting instead of sticking her.
Oh no, I don't like that. That took a bad turn. Okay, Crucible. You go up to his room, which is also fucked up. It's full of netting, fish netting that he's been redoing himself in his room, so it stinks like fish in there, right? But you do find on an end table a ledger of sorts. And it goes back years. He doesn't journal. It's on the 22nd of April, caught 12, biggest 105 pound. Real proud. There's like notes, right? On dates. Simple man making simple notes. He owns like 4 sets of clothes. And you're not sure if he's washed them recently. That's about that, and you find his money stash behind with investigation that high. I have to give you something. The you find his money stash in the wall behind his wardrobe. It's a locked chest, size of a bread box.
Usually the question is it larger or smaller than a bread box? But
The size of a bread box.
The size of a bread box.
I need to clip my nails.
Looking more intently at the journal itself, it would seem like he would keep things in a particular order. Just glancing through it, does anything seem out of the ordinary?
The entries are few and far between. Months, sometimes between them. And they all seem to be events. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like big days. Perhaps days so big even a man who doesn't give a shit feels like chronicling. You go back. Duncan, how far does he go back?
12 years.
You go back 12 years. You're back 12 years, and you see 2 entries a few days apart. One was... What was your mom's name? I totally fucking forgot.
Your mom's name was Lillian.
Lillian. Buried Lillian. Out to sea. Bought some flowers. 3 gold. Kid cried. I didn't know what to do. And then 2 days before that is an entry. £175 swordfish. 3 mahi mahi. Best day ever. Time to drink. Oh, there's the hat.
I don't know if you need the hat for that. It's kind of obvious what he's implying.
I do not need to take the book with me. I make a
Because
mental.
you can just make a photocopy of it.
I could, yeah. I just make a mental note
Okay.
of the entries, and I head back downstairs.
All right. Duncan going through. He's been making a profit forever, to the point where it doesn't make sense how little boats he has and how shitty his clothes and equipment is. Just as a fisherman, you're doing the mental math, and it doesn't make any fucking sense. He's got a dragon's hoard somewhere.
Right. Or some other reason he doesn't have any money.
Okay.
So, Duncan,
Right.
you know, I don't mean to be insensitive here, but exactly how did your mother die?
Duncan's dad is a dragon calling it.
A twist.
I'm glad we didn't start a fight with him in like the 3rd episode then.
Nope, we just made him smell bad.
Yep.
That was funny.
Crucible, I don't actually know. I wasn't there. She'd been sickly. I mean, for a long time. But, you know, she was doing all right. She's doing better, I think. Then one day, my dad just said she died. Wouldn't let me see her till we buried her.
What is that face, Ori?
See?
Which face? Oh, sorry. That was me fighting sleep. It's
No, that's all right. Don't mean to call you out. I thought you were doing an RP thing. The
no, I'm sorry.
Got another question for you here, Duncan.
Aye.
Is your dad much of a drinker?
Aye.
does his share.
He gets drunk and he gets angry.
Don't know if I ever saw a day without him taking a drink.
All right. Well, were you able to find anything down here then?
Looking at the numbers and don't know where all his money's going. I mean, he should have a lot more. He could be living quite well, and he's not. He's either got quite a hoard of money somewhere, or got another way to spend it.
I got some theories on that, but I'd like to talk to the rest of the group about it as well.
Aliens.
Tinfoil hat. Get that hat back on.
Are we done here then?
Spending his money on aliens.
Yeah, I don't think there's much more to find around here.
Got a key, we can always come back.
Right. That's exactly right.
I rolled my investigation with disadvantage, so I didn't get that natural 20, so I got a 13. What random shit did Bagby find in that?
Bagby found with a 13 investigation. Bagby definitely found the fish netting, and it smelled so bad Bagby was not interested in that room anymore. But you did find in the kitchen, in one of the cabinet areas, you did find a collection of poker chips. There's only one place in town that actually does gambling. It is the Nice in... I can't remember what I called it. It's that glitzy one right here.
Whichever it is, I hope the person that...
The glitzy one right here. I can't remember what I called it.
I hope the door person is like, "Hi, welcome to the glitzy
Please, no.
Krasden Inn."
I think it should be called the White Flamingo.
Ooh.
And just like
Sounds
that,
like a strip club,
and just
but
like
all
that,
right.
we've got a name for it. I don't care what I called it previously. I'm sorry if you're binging this on YouTube, but God, why are you? And you know the name, and you're going to correct me, but it's now called the White Flamingo.
I feel like the original name was something kind of uninteresting, like the Captain's Club or something like that.
Right, then it's the White Flamingo now.
Yeah.
Change of ownership.
It has no ownership. It is bad location.
Oh, good. They're Russian. Good. So do you guys leave?
Aye.
Yes.
Okay,
I
head back.
stand quietly behind them so they don't hear me coming.
Phrasing.
Gross.
Meanwhile, back at the Spirit of Mara, Bill refusing to let somebody drink alone. I want you to know I respect your stance on this whole thing.
Kind of looking at the wall. Thanks, Bill.
And I also want you to know, while I am a priest of Umberley, I fully understand she is an asshole. An utter asshole.
I mean, in all honesty, she wasn't that bad to us.
I know.
Asking Duncan to kill his dad. I guess.
I know. We've been here. Oh, wait. To you guys. I'm sorry. I thought you meant to, like, the royal us in Krasden. Sorry.
Well, I didn't, but I mean, I guess you're right. I mean, the seas treated us well for the most part.
You know that before that asshole came, shadow thing, that is the god of death? Is that what that is? I couldn't quite follow.
I'm honestly having a hard time following it too. I'm just gonna do whatever Bagby says. Whatever.
Mark the man.
Till that thing came through, that shrine had stood for 3 generations.
It's still weird to me that it went after that shrine.
Well, if it's
I should have asked her about that when I was down there. Damn it.
roll religion, Joe?
Religion.
You're a
I
paladin.
get
I hope you...
advantage because Bill's there. Actually, I probably don't need it. 16.
If they're rival gods, if they're truly rival gods, right? If Miracle showed up,
Mm-hmm.
removing a protection sigil would be important.
I guess. I always had the impression that it was protecting us from Umberly, not really giving us Umberly's protection.
That's a misconception. The symbols on the underside of the boats. That's protection from Umberly. The shrine is more penance too. To ask for her guidance and prolonged good fortune.
Interesting. And it went after that, huh? Went after that first, right?
If you see, maybe I didn't hear anything else anywhere else before it got me. Ugh.
I feel like that's important somehow, but I'm honestly a little drunk right now. So my
Tira, can we get another round?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yes. Another one, please.
Yeah, as long as I can be a part of this one too, you lush.
Who's stopping you?
Mom.
It's the weekend.
All right. You guys can wander back in now. Joe and Bill are singing the songs of their people. Bill is also a Krasden lifer, minus his tour in the Great March. He was born in Krasden. He returned to Krasden.
And he'll die in Krasden.
Probably. He's an old man now. I mean, he's got to be in his late 50s, early 60s.
Oh yeah, that's old. Thanks. Fuck you, Mike.
Was back then.
It's a fantasy setting. It's old as shit. He's a human in a fantasy setting, and he did 8 years in the army.
You're 13 and you aren't married and don't have any kids yet? What's wrong with you?
That's actually also a misconception. They often waited till they're late, like 19, 18, 19, early 20s to do that.
Well, why don't you just take the joke I made and just wrap it up?
No, it's just because labor killed so many young women, they waited.
Oh, probably a good call.
I mean, that didn't keep him from having sex with him.
Anyway.
Wow. So, humans, right? Do they even have any good drinking songs?
Krasden probably has some good fishing shanties or something. Sweet Caroline.
We're totally singing 500 miles.
Yeah.
Whatever that song's actually.
And I will walk 500 miles. And I will walk 500 miles.
Just a
A
bit.
Velo. You are.
I see you guys come in. Hey, where's the blood?
Well, Drunky McDrunkerson, sometimes.
I'm not drunk. You thought I was gonna mess it up, but I said it right.
I'm not as think as you drunk I am.
That's what you thought I'd say.
Sometimes taking a few moments to breathe and having a calm and rational conversation can lead to some very productive things.
Okay, Mom, I'm
I
sorry.
hide from the
All right,
shadows as I pop out, and no one knows that no one knows that I'm there. Also, I found these poker chips.
Duncan.
Bagby really would, with a 29 stealth, just pop the fuck out of nowhere.
So Bagby,
Duncan.
you're telling me that
Joel!
you took something out of the house which will potentially make him, when he realizes that they're missing, think something's going on.
I did do that. I didn't think about that ahead of time. I'll be right back. Hey, Duncan, give me your keys.
Roll stealth again, Bagby. Thank you.
I'll wait till Bagby gets back before I start talking about this.
Joe drunkenly puts his hand on Drunken's shoulder.
Drunkens.
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace again. 'cause
Wait
I
a
haven't
minute.
key
You're
let
Ori.
do
Get
that.
out of here. Duncan.
I kind of look a little dejected and sad.
His wiener goes down.
Duncan, I'm sorry. I was upset. None of this that happened to the town is your fault, and I'm sorry I yelled at you. I'm tired of asshole things blowing up my fucking town.
Thanks. And I know. I'm tired of it too. Because it's my town as well, you know.
I know, but you got like woo stuff. Your grandma's a god, and Ori's dad is like 3 dudes. Which, Ori, I've always respected your alternative lifestyle, but that's still pretty weird, man. I'm sorry, because they're all the same dude.
My alternative lifestyle? I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what I mean either, but I'm sorry.
I think Mike's dying.
And on today's episode of My Three Dads,
Steve Gutenberg's one of them.
I smell sitcom.
Steve Gutenberg's on this season of Holy Moly, and I've been watching it with Andrea, and Laura's been also watching it. And Laura asked me about who Steve Gutenberg was, and I went, "Did you not watch a movie in the '80s?"
I then went through his entire IMDb profile, and I have not seen in its entirety any of his movies.
By the way, Steve Gutenberg, spoiler, is in this season of Holy Moly, and he fucking crushes it. It's a bit thing, and it's dumb, but it's fucking hysterical.
there's a guy from Lincoln on that show.
He did. He won the
Yeah,
first
he
episode.
did the
Spoilers.
finals.
Did he?
Spoilers. Yeah. He owns some. I want to meet the guy because he owns a mini golf course here in town, I guess. He's like my age, and he owns some mini golf course here in town.
He's also by far the least douchiest of all of the
Winners.
Contestants,
finalists
yeah.
so far. It's him and 2 really obnoxious frat boys.
I don't know what this show is.
Watch Holy Moly. It's on Hulu. It's fucking incredible. Watch Holy Moly.
It's super enhanced putt golf.
It's got
competition.
It's got Joe Tessitore from Monday Night Football commentating with Rob Riggle, the
Rob
stand-up
Riggle.
comedian, and they do mini golf sports casting, and the mini golf course has like Ninja Warrior shit that will fuck your ass up in it, and
It's mini
fucking-
golf.
It's fucking incredible.
Mini golf meets extreme elimination challenge.
Yeah, most extreme elimination challenge. That's what it is. It's mini golf most extreme elimination challenge, and it's fucking incredible. Everybody should watch this fucking show. Sorry, what were we doing? Where are we?
We're waiting. I think Bagby just got back. Is that correct?
I think we're singing one more sea chanty.
Yeah,
Well,
I ran back
Bagby's
to
gone.
put the ships back.
Jacobs is
'Cause
rubbing.
I got friends
Ja-
in low places.
Jacobs is rubbing Joe's back as she is spoon feeding him stew that she helped make.
Oh,
Come on, bud. Come on, big guy. Eat some stew.
I love you because you're Stu.
Lyra, real quick.
No, I mean I love you because you're giving me Stu. Lyra,
Still using the L word.
try to start
Out
shit.
of nowhere, right behind Joe.
oh, that was quick.
Ah, a wild Bagby appeared.
Jacobs
I'm very sneaky and very fast.
Jacobs definitely when he said that, like, looks at Bagby like, Bagby, just like,
Bagby reflex save to dodge the Pokeball.
no, Bagby, inside check.
The Pokeball is just an empty beer mug.
Insight. 12.
I'll give it to you. Yes. Girl language, that's the first time he said that.
Yeah, no, and Joe's not gonna remember it in the morning either.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Jacobs knows Joe's not going to remember that in the morning.
I'm going to give him so much shit.
I must have really been pounding him back with Bill because I got drunk in a very short time.
They probably Tira was minding the bar, and she's not as responsible as Lyra is. So
We probably spent an hour in that house investigating.
you spent
Not to mention-
at least 20 minutes to a half an hour, at least, and then it took you 5 minutes to get there and back. So it wasn't a full hour in the time you were gone. But Joe was pissed off and just hammering drinks, and Bill was doing his best to keep up. Because he was trying to be a good friend to local Joe
Jesus
Swanson.
Christ.
The hive is in Jesus.
Did you
Okay.
guys hear that?
No, I heard something.
It's the motorcycles that are.
Oh my god!
That's what I
can't
thought it
hear
was.
Yeah.
The
Welcome.
hive loves this stretch of street.
Racist?
Dude, I'm a long ways away from you.
Racist? What do you mean?
Oh, that was a different thing. Laura was telling me about a different, like, parade thing that went by your house. No, okay, never mind.
Oh, the God Bless America parade?
Yeah. The that was not God Bless America. The okay. You have returned Bagby.
I put them back. Relatively
Excellent.
in the same place.
He was still not there, by the way.
As long as they're close enough, I don't think he's got all of his faculties when he's there all the time. So, so from what Duncan was telling me, and from what I found, and Bagby from what you found, I'm thinking that our friend has a few vices.
Mm-hmm.
He's quite a drinker. That's one of them.
And if he's got some poker chips laying around, then definitely that's where his money's going there, Duncan. It's going to the liquor. It's going to the gambling.
That makes sense.
Do you know if he ever talked about any people that he owed money to or anything like that, Duncan?
Duncan, roll history. He kicked you out pretty early, but how old were you? Like 14?
When I was 11, I was no longer living with him. I was on the boat.
Right.
But at roughly about 14 is when I left.
Right.
18 history.
There was never a specific person. He would complain about different people being cheaters. Cards, dice, didn't matter. everyone was always a cheater and he was always losing. I gotta pee again. Sorry.
I do too.
Go ahead and
Sure.
Go ahead and go through it.
It's pay time.
Sounds like he's a rambler, a gambler, a backbiter, and Umberly's coming to cut him down.
I'm just trying to piece together even what kind of motive he would have even had, or if it was something that was an accident.
A motive to kill me, Mum?
Exactly.
He never thought that I was his. He
He
thought
thought-
my mum was cheating on him.
You thought your mom was cheating on him? Is this
Aye.
something that you knew as you were growing up?
Well, he never didn't try to hide it from me. If that's, he never thought I was his. As soon as
see.
my mum was gone, he made sure that I knew that he never thought I was his. Even before that,
Would you say your dad was a jealous man?
aye.
Well, I'm going to ask another delicate question here then, Duncan.
And you always do so with such tact.
Did your dad have any reason to be jealous?
I don't think I never thought so.
I just slowly back away from the table.
I understand the question. I know why you've got to ask it.
And you know I mean no offense by asking.
I understand, but I never saw anything. I never saw anything. Or as I knew, my mom loved me, Dad. I don't know why he was never nice to her, never nice to me. It's not that I remember. Maybe it was different in the beginning. Maybe me coming out looking like this. Maybe that's what turned him.
Bars. Are there paternity tests in Krasden?
You know,
Your dad know that your mom was like a sea princess?
I'm sure not. I mean, if you knew that, your significant was the son or daughter of a god, a quite, temperamental god, would you do anything?
Probably wouldn't be an asshole.
Right?
oh yeah, I mean, I certainly didn't know she was that when I first came to town.
That's right. You're an elf. So, when did you come to town? Did you know me, Mum?
He did.
15 years ago.
So you did know her then?
Roll history, Ori.
I roll this too.
Sure, yeah. How old are you, Joe? I can't remember.
30 something.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
You would
Ori,
have
I
been a
was,
teenager.
actually, I was waiting for Ori to respond with the same amount of years as Duncan's age.
He got a lot of things from Norm.
I got a nat 20, Mike. Apparently, the alcohol is what makes me remember stuff.
State-dependent memory.
Joe, you remember
19.
19. Joe and Ori, you both remember her pretty well. She, mostly from the market. She was there every day. Your dad put her in charge of sales pretty quickly because people liked her. She was easy to like, pretty, smart, well-spoken, quiet, for sure. Always seemed to be slightly uneased in large
So-
crowds.
How long ago did she die?
12 years.
12 years?
12 years.
Okay.
So you
So I was
were,
probably about 20 or so
yeah.
when she died.
You probably knew her for a long time. Probably bought a bunch of fish off of her. You might have had your job by the time she passed.
He only would have been junior dog catcher.
Yes, please let me have gotten a promotion in a decade.
Your promotion to dog catcher? How?
Yes, from junior dog catcher.
He was an apprentice to begin with.
It was a long
Duncan,
apprenticeship.
I remember
Learn
your
the
mom.
trade.
Back when I was apprentice dog catcher, she was always very nice to me.
And then he got junior.
I just realized you've known Jacobs forever.
Yeah, I guess that's a weird thing about starting a campaign with people who've known each other for a long time.
Yeah, you've known Jacobs forever. Yeah. That's one of those, like, you start dating your friend that you've known for a long time, and then there is no dating period. You're just
I will
now
point out-
together. You're like, we've decided to cross that line, and then we're just together. There's no dating
She is
period.
significantly nicer to me now than she was at the start of this campaign.
She's significant. Well, yeah, you're sleeping with her.
But I mean, she treated me like a dog catcher, and I was offended by that.
Oh, she was just picking on you because she likes you.
Because she liked you.
Oh, that's true. She did wipe her boogers in my hair.
I always felt like you had a bit of a past already, though. Like you dated for a little bit, and then you weren't dating.
The past was they hooked up a couple times. They never dated. I actually remember that. That was the past.
Yeah, I think that was what it was.
God, what the fuck are we talking about? She was very nice. Everyone liked her, but she didn't have a lot of friends in town. Lyra was definitely one of her friends. Joe, your mom, was in that bridge group. And Clarence's wife that passed away some years ago was also was one of the other members. And go figure, Drunk Steve was the fourth member of that bridge group.
If Drunk Steve is the key to all of this,
That's what I'm wondering.
Back then, he was just Steve.
Before he saw what he saw.
Well, this is my conspiracy theory that Drunk Steve was not drunk until the passing of Duncan's mom. That's what put him over the edge. Because
he always loved her.
Yeah,
he always loved
her too.
And that's who Duncan's dad thought she was having an affair with.
I like this theory. If it's not the real story, it is now.
Don't you know that my mom was having sex with before he was drunk, Steve? It's weird.
Wait, what if Mr. Arish was right and your mom actually was fooling around and he's not your father and you need to kill someone completely different?
Well, if it's Drunk Steve, it shouldn't be that hard. Just push him off a dock.
No, it's impossible to kill Drunk Steve. He's lived through all of this shit so far.
He's
This
always
way it
just
is
a
liberal.
little bit limp.
Just switch out his vodka with Everclear.
Lyra, who is now drinking whiskey by the shot once every 5 minutes to try to catch up and be part of the group.
To figure out what the fuck we're rambling on about.
She's going, back then, yeah, Steve, he was more handsome than this, I'll tell you that.
Pointing at the drunken heap in the corner. Just kind of...
Also, I think I think he lives through all this shit because they think he's dead already.
It's just fetal position around a bottle right now.
Oh, Steve, get your life together.
Bars. It does explain how he has lived because Umberly can't kill him.
See? We're all going to be wearing tinfoil hats.
Mm-hmm.
Tara, what do you remember about me, Mom?
Tira?
Aye.
She's younger than you.
No, Lyra.
There you
That's what he said.
go.
We're all getting a little bit of a slur to our speech.
Your mom was one of my best friends. She stood next to me when Josh and I got married. I miss your mom.
Me too.
She was quiet, but well spoken. And goddamned if she couldn't fix anything you gave her. I'm not joking. The taps, if I broke a tap, she would fix it in a moment. Everything on your dad's boats, everything, she could fix in a moment. Take her no time.
Was that like magic?
I always suspected, but she fiddled with it. You know, she got there quick. She actually, it wasn't like she held her hand over it. I've seen people do that, right? Where they held their hand over a thing and then it repairs itself. She didn't do that, right? She actually worked on it, but it came back together. I don't know. She hadn't have settled on your dad, she'd have been the best ship repairman in this town.
Well, why? Why did she settle for me, Dad?
Back in
He's
the
a cunt.
he is now. Back in the day, young Arish was the peacock.
Sorry, don't mind me.
It was hot.
Did you laugh because she said cock? This is why I don't drink.
By the way, I've been soaking vodka in cucumber to try to get your little ass to drink.
I had sea cucumber today and it was really chewy and I don't know that I liked it very
I
much.
thought you don't eat fish.
What?
That's a fish.
That's
We weren't going to tell her.
I tried to tell her.
Oh, no.
Excuse me?
Sorry through your stomach.
Bagby's gonna go kill Umberly now. Is she getting booze?
Possibly. Oh, he asked if you're getting booze.
She's committing to the bit.
Committing to the bit.
Okay. She was a good gal. Always sweet. Always had a kind word to say.
That's what I always say. She was a great gal.
Don't think I've forgotten you hitting on her when you came to town, you shit.
What? No. We just talked. You know, they say she could fix anything, but even people like that can't fix a broken heart.
That line didn't work 15 fucking years ago. It's not gonna work now.
On who?
Dickhead.
I'm not trying to hit on anybody in this bar.
You hear him, Joe. Keep his shit in line.
What?
Why are you addressing that to Joel?
Yeah.
I'm really confused.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, why?
Dory turn into a cat again? Do I gotta catch him?
She never talked about her family. I guess I know now why she never talked about her family. She always said she came from Ara, born and raised. We didn't ask when she said it was. She didn't want to talk about it because Ara. I'm sorry, Duncan. We should have been there. She was so close. Joe's ma, me, Steve. She didn't have a lot of friends, but she had us.
Did she ever say something, you know, about me, Da? Was she, I don't know, like scared of him or anything?
First off, your mom, as quiet as she was, wasn't scared of shit. And yeah,
Suppose you
she
know
came
why.
in occasionally with a black eye. And I gave your dad a black eye back one time. But
Thanks for that.
she got mad at me for it. Told me she didn't want to go into it, but the physical part of it didn't matter. I didn't know what that meant. I guess I do now. She wasn't even in that body. Or that body didn't even matter. I don't know.
Still don't understand why she'd want to stay with someone like that.
I
Why
don't
don't you
either.
go ask her?
Oh shit. Wait, you could. Wait,
Yeah, we could.
you could. No. Wait. Hold on a second. Jacobs, they can't leave, right? We talked about this. Stay strong. I know he's hot. Stay strong. Yeah, we talked about this a bit. Things go wrong when you leave. So we'd like you to not leave for a minute.
I suppose it's fine for now. I mean, we're in no shape to drive.
I wanted to help fix stuff in the town anyway. Probably like afternoon tomorrow.
No, I mean, Crucible. As head council person, I order you to stay here for the next week.
You know, with our responsibilities, we can't guarantee that.
And with my responsibilities, I have to tell you that.
Can I offer a compromise? Can I promise we won't go anywhere without your permission first? That way, if something comes up, we can all talk about it.
Jacobs kind of strugglingly looks back at Lyra. That's fine. You can say yes to him. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Things have been pretty crazy anyway. I don't really want to go do anything.
I'm sorry. We can't have another thing happen.
I know.
Also, Adris is real sick.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Right.
And
Oh, shit.
I
Can
didn't-
Bagby leave?
No, she'll come back.
No, I mean,
Oh.
I'm asking that. I'm asking Jacob that.
Oh, crap.
Like, can Bagby go to Goblin Town and ask them for a doctor person to make Adris smart better? I think
Jacobs looks back at Lyra and looks at her and says, "You have to explain it. I can't fucking understand it." And
I think I need
Lyra
to
looks
throw-
directly at you guys and goes, "All right, we got a missive from Nitma.
What about my grandma?
She said that you need to go look for the runes in your town." She was talking about you, Bagby. Apparently, there's an old dwarven spell attached to this shit. It's a protection thing with all the crap we have bolted to our bodies.
Well, didn't we find those runes on the way to? They're the ones that are in the rocks on the trail to the through the forest. Yeah.
No, it's different here. They're tied to us. The right is the spell. That's why there has to be a right. If you're here, we're more protected.
This is a lot to take in. I'm going to have to get caught up on this later, but for now, do we have any coffee? I need to go check on Adris.
Tira, tea. We'll have to do tea. Sorry.
It's fine.
We haven't gotten beans from the south in a minute.
Crap, and all the confusion, I forgot. Go ahead, sorry.
I have to go to Krasden and find the runes, or I have to go around here and find the runes.
She told you if you don't believe it, go check. But she hands you a letter, and she gave it to me like a long time ago, and in all the excitement, I forgot about it till Jacobs brought it up. Josiah, thank you for that. It's a warding spell that is stronger if the right is present. We were here a lot when we did it. I didn't know. Sorry. Ori, you go upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Adris is making tea in Lyra's kitchen.
Okay. Because, yeah, he was given the stuff.
He was not given the shell, I don't think, was he?
No, not the shell.
No.
The things I brought back from my shop.
Right. Yeah. Ori, hey. Hey, man, what's up?
Oh, hello, Idris. How are you, Noel?
Oh, I'm good. I've got a hell of a headache.
Yeah, I would imagine. You you said my name when I came up. Do you remember me from uh, Adina Guard, or do you just remember
Yeah.
me from today?
Yeah, I remember you from Medina Guard, man. We've been working on the spell. It's okay. Come on in.
Hmm. Great. And just out of curiosity, how did things go when you got here? Did I did send a message ahead through a seagull to so that they would know you were coming. Did that all go okay?
Um, yeah, I think Lyra said something about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want some tea? It's honey tea. I don't have all this stuff, but I found some honey, a little bit of spices mixed in here.
Yeah, I would love some tea. We should catch up. Yep.
Jenny loves honey tea. Can't wait for her to get here.
She was on her way here.
Really? I thought she was still at the library. Shit. Okay. Exciting.
No,
He starts pouring you a little cup. It's real hot. Be careful.
yeah. I'll be careful. So, now that you're here in Krasden, what are your plans?
Oh, just hang out for a few days. I needed a break from the library.
It's overwhelming, I'm sure.
Genevieve's been working me so hard. We're just trying to get this fucking spell done, and man, I don't know.
Right. I'm gonna concentrate.
'Kay.
Try and like concentrate while still talking to him and try and see what the eye sees.
Go ahead and roll.
And that's just straight constitution.
Which eye, by the way?
You know what? I'm kind of trying to sync to whatever ones are in range.
Okay.
Just kind of get an idea of how many are currently watching this immediate area. So,
How many hits does he get on his Wi-Fi?
yeah, like how many
Fair enough.
local networks are there?
Fair enough.
Which ones are just named 8 equals capital D? You know.
How dare you? I only send that to you a lot of times on
Yeah, don't
Xbox.
tell Mike's Wi-Fi to everybody. Come on.
Oh crap.
I didn't mix this. This is Jen.
And I tried to look
Accidental shot.
into a seeing evil eye while drunk. So
You don't sense any of them nearby, and by nearby I mean in the room with you.
So, yeah, I guess I would sit there and hear him out for a little bit. If that's all he had to say, I would kind of find a time to pause the conversation briefly.
I was going back over my notes. You didn't take any of the stuff from him, did you, Crucible, when he went through his stuff?
No.
Okay. I was going back through my notes, and the spell, and he's flipping through that book Crucible was telling you about, the key to the vault.
Mm-hmm.
I think it needs a live component, like a soul component to it. The more I read this, I think there has to be a person involved.
You don't say. Like, do you feel it can be just any person, or does the person need to understand the nuances of the spell?
Well, ideally they understand the nuances of the spell, but I think if we played it a specific way, we could use a new soul where they don't understand anything, like a new, I don't know, a child or maybe somebody from a vegetative state. We could, I don't know. Maybe that would work.
I'm sorry. You'll have to excuse me. Tea goes right through me. I'll be right back. This is a very fascinating conversation.
Yeah. Hey, Ori?
Mm-hmm.
When did I meet you?
Well, you first met when we came into your office in the Great Library in the University.
Right. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, you and Joe and Crucible and Josiah and yeah, I won't keep you. Go ahead. Go pee, man. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. I rush downstairs and I go to the table where everybody is still drinking. I'm like, guys, Idris is up and around and he remembers me, but not everybody perfectly from Medina Guard.
So,
I think his memory is mostly back.
Thank you very much for watching tonight. Have an excellent evening, everybody.
oh shit!
It went a little long.
Shout out to Morgan for some great role playing
Yeah! Look at him. He's an actor.
today. Nicely done.
Which means you need to develop some horrible emotional and psychological illness soon. If you could work on that, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In fact, if you could devolve into like a adolescent-like state and be a true actor, that'd be great.
I mean,
You're also going to have to join the Church of Scientology.
Yes, I'm sorry.
way too poor for that. Sorry.
Part of it. Have an excellent night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Love you all.
Check your thetans.
Oh, God.